What's up, tube viewers, and welcome back to another Factorio series. I know the other one, my last series I did was a Factorio one, and this is I considered just resuming that one on episode 9, but a lot of things have changed since then. You've been living under a rock. Factorio came out of early access sometime in August, and they released 1.0, and some of the Angels and Bobs things have changed as well. So the systems I had previously don't work out perfectly. So instead of going back through the old base and kind of just like revamping everything and deleting and trying to figure out like what's not working and what is, I decided just to start a new game. I've also got some extra mods installed. You can see them over on the left there. On the right is the map I'm going to be playing on, and all of this stuff is going to be in the description. There's a Google Doc with all of the map import string and all the blueprints I'll be using. As I use them in the series, I'll upload them, or I'll put them into that Google Doc. So if you want access to the blueprints or anything like that, then they'll all be there. And that's gonna be it for the intro. Let's go ahead and get it started. All right, here we go. Factorio 1.0. Yep, all that stuff. Okay. So this is one of the first mods that we have to deal with here. Select a character class. Balanced, minor. I've already kind of read through these. Actually, I've already done this sort of first little few minutes of the video, but I actually had the wrong map. So I had to restart it. But anyway, we're going to go with the builder class here. We have an increased inventory size and crafting speed, but we move slower and we have less health. But we're going to go with that. Also, we have to deconstruct our starting rocket here. We'll get some iron plates and things that we help us get started. I've also got, well, I put a list of the mods up in the intro there, as you saw it, but well, maybe you didn't see. Maybe you skipped straight to this part. I don't know, but yeah, I'll try to explain the mods as I go through them anyway. Or as we encounter them anyway. Let's get some stone going on. So that was one of the first mods. I think it's called Bob's Classes or something. I don't know. Like I said, you can look in the intro. Let's make all the stone furnaces because we're going to need a lot of those. But one of the things I've done in this particular run is, well, I've added a mod to let me farm trees instantly. So I can just kind of run my mouse along. You can see how quick. It's not instant. As you can see, there's still a loading bar. I think they just made the farm time. The mod just makes the farm time like less than a second, 0.1 seconds or whatever. So we can farm wood like very quickly. And one of the reasons for that is actually because the Angels mod, or the Bob's greenhouses, which I don't have access to. What am I doing? Do we need more stone furnaces? No. Let's get, where's our, hold on. Let me find my ore. How much sapphire do I have? It's looking like I don't have a whole lot of sapphire over here. Yeah, that's not a lot of sapphire at all. I am still doing the, if you watch the previous series, I'm still doing the same thing where I have infinite ore patches. So the ores will never run out, but I did shrink the size of them down to 133%, I think. So yeah, once I set up the drills on those, I'll never have to, well, I won't have to expand to a new patch for a long time, right? I also modded some of my blueprints to be a little bit better than they were because some of the ratios are off, and also the updates. There were some updates to Angels, I think. Well, it messes up some of the systems that I had previously built, so have to deal with that. Also, I start with a modular armor and a roboport and things just to kind of get me going because that's not what goes in there. Roboport, exoskeleton, there we go. And it's going to take a while for this fusion reactor to charge up. But yeah, we've removed early game nanobots, so I can't make nanobots anymore. But I do start with the power armor and, you know, some construction robots. They're significantly slower than nanobots, but they're not consumable, right? So I'm never going to run out of them. All right, let's get some sapphire producing. So if you've never played Bob's and Angels mods, that's sort of the most of the modding that I'm doing. I don't know why I'm farming so much wood. I guess we'll just use wood for fuel instead of coal because I'm kind of cheating it right now, and that's fine. Don't worry about it. Let's make some burner drills. But yeah, if you've never played Angels or Bob's mods, well, they complicate things significantly, and you can probably see that right away with the ores here. We don't have just copper and iron. We've got sapphire and rubite and sturritite and bobmonium. And where's my bobmonium? Bobmonium's down here. And then we've got crotinium. These are the starting ores. And then we've got some other ores like givelite and some natural gas and other things that we'll have to get into later. Holy crap, I just like deposited all that wood in there. You know, it's fine. We've got a giant forest here we need to chop down. And we have the chopping speed to do it. So yeah, Angels complicates things by adding more ores and more processes to process those ores. So it's going to be a whole lot of fun. And I'm starting to think this instant tree farming might be a little overpowered, but I don't think I explained the reason I added that is because Angels, is it Angels? It might be Bob's. I don't know. One of them changes the way you process wood, or manufacture wood rather. Before, you could set up greenhouses. You could put wood into a assembly machine, which would give you saplings, and then you plant the saplings in the greenhouses, which gives you wood, and you could continue that cycle. But it's changed now. You can't just put wood into an assembly machine. You actually have to put wood into a seed extractor, and then you get saplings, and then the greenhouses produce trees, and then the trees go into assembly machines, which use saw blades, which are consumed sometimes. So it's a bit more complicated, and we can't actually make the seed extractors until we have steel. They require steel. So we're not going to be able to automate the we're not going to do any like early automation. We're just not going to have wood production. So I'm going to have to like farm all the wood for it essentially, which is going to make this mod nice. I kind of dislike the way it's set up because so many things use wood. Like these basic circuit boards need wood boards to... Do I have the recipe? I do, yeah. So we need wooden boards for basic circuit boards for electronic boards. Like everything uses electronics boards, right? Anything that is electric uses electronics boards. I'm kind of rambling here. I should probably get some of this. Make, I don't know, 5 burner mining. You know what? Let's just make all the burner mining drills. We're going to need them all anyway. All right, let's make some more furnaces. Oh yeah, this blueprint. So this blueprint is sort of the starting thing before you really have anything. And it used to not have this assembly machine for stone here. You have to come by and manually empty this crushed stone. But I added this assembly machines. You do need long inserters for it to work. So we're going to be going to long inserters rather quickly. Let's go this, and long inserters. Like right away, that's what we're going to be going for. Unless we encounter some aliens, then we're going to have to stop and make some guns and things. Oh, which reminds me, I need to get copper going because we don't start with a pistol anymore. So I'm going to need copper to make a pistol. Before I do that, though, let me add some more mining drills onto this so we can just produce a lot. All right. Boom, boom. Okay, there we go. Now, where's my copper? Down here. Sturritite. So sapphire is where you get your main iron from. Sturritite is where you get copper from. Rubite is like lead and some other stuff. There's coal, obviously. We're not going to be using tons of coal, but we will need it for some things. Oh, I have another bobmonium patch over here. Oh, wait. Yeah, that's where it was. For some reason, I thought it was up here. I've also got the sort of biters and evolution scaled back a bit so they don't bother me in the early game too much. At least that's the theory. Hopefully it works out that way. So we've got our pre-base smelt. By the way, all of the blueprints for this playthrough are going to be in a Google Doc in the description. So if you want the blueprints, you can go there. Also, the map string and anything else that I need to share will be in that Google Doc. So yeah, check it out if you're interested. Let's see. Where's this going? Probably down here, which is fine. Robots build. Imagine we only need... How many do I have? 4? Yeah, let's do 4 for coal. Where's my coal? So you can set these up sort of daisy chained. So we can go boom, 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 sort of in a circle. So they'll feed each other. We just put a little wood in to get one started, and it'll feed the next one, and so forth and so on. And then we never have to touch coal. We can just come along, hold control, and then shift drag, and it'll pick up all the coal from those. Oh, I can actually burn wood into coal. Okay, I didn't know that. I mean, yeah, I do that. Of course I knew that. I know everything about this game. Anyway, wait, where did my... Did I not just build... Oh, I placed it. Okay. I built an ore crusher. and the bot took it and went to place it automatically. It was just not in my inventory. Confused me for a second, but yeah. So how the angel stuff works is you first take the ore and then send it into a crusher. And then it crushes it into crushed ore, which then you can smelt in a furnace. But there's also some more complicated things you can do with crushed ore later on, which we'll be explaining. Okay, so we need to get some power started. Now, one nice thing about Bob's or Angel's or whichever one it is, I don't know, is you start with these burner electric generators. Yeah, we can burn coal and get power without needing water, right? Because normally you need a steam turbine, which actually isn't bad anymore because there's a water bore added to the game. And I don't know, I don't think I've researched it. I don't know if it's in the base game. To be honest, I haven't played the base game for years. Last time I played the base game was probably like 2 years ago. And so I've only played modded. There's a water bore you can put anywhere on the ground. It only pumps like 60 per second, but it's better than nothing, right? It's good that I'm clearing these trees anyway because they're kind of in my way, so. We are kind of destroying the environment. Look at all this pollution, though. Okay, so we've got some copper. Let's go ahead. You know what? I wonder if I can skip the pistol. We better build one just in case. We better build a pistol and some ammo just in case. Because even though I scaled the biters back, you can still get attacked pretty early on depending on where they are spawned and stuff. Go like 3 long and then a gap. There we go. And then we'll have... power poles. Where I always forget the power poles. Just make like 20 of those or something. This is going to be enough for us early on. Let's come by, control click, empty out all those. Put some fuel into this stuff. Probably just empty that. Bam, there we go. Let's not use our wood. Let's use our coal. That's what the coal's for. The coal is for powering things. Wood is for other production things. We can turn the crushed stone into stone with the recipe here in resource refining. So that's good early on because you have so much crushed stone early on. Later on, the crushed stone will actually be used for power generation. Well, part of power generation, not all of it. But yeah, so I'm gonna get this set up. I'm gonna get this set up fully with the drills and proper inserters and power ran and everything, and then we'll come back and update you guys because kind of running out of things to talk about here.
Cool. Yeah, it is cool.
Oh, apparently I start with 10 transport belts as well, which I honestly don't know what I'm going to do with 10 transport belts. 10 transport belts won't get you anything, so I don't really understand the point of that. But that's cool, you know, whatever. I'm not going to complain about it. Although I just complained about it. Okay, you know what? I am gonna complain about it. These are useless. Why is this part of the starting package? What the heck am I gonna do? Look at that. That's all you can do. That's all you can do. We've almost got everything set up. We do still need to build some more mining drills. I'm also going to do a second one of these starter setups on the saprite because you need a lot of iron, man. You need a lot of iron. We've also got some research setup. We do have to manufacture it by hand. Actually, we don't have to, but we don't have any assembly machines yet. So we've got to finish researching assembly machines, which we're almost done. Once we've got those finished, we'll make some assemblers and we'll start making some science in an assembler, and we'll basically just load components into it whenever it's empty and let it go from there. That's another thing with Bobs and Angels that I didn't mention is there is loads of research, and if you saw the last series, you already know this, but I mean there's just so much to research. So we've got some assemblers being produced here, and I really like this bonus crafting speed from the builder mod, or the builder class. It's really nice early on, so I'm glad I took that. I do move a bit slower, but it's kind of counteracted by my starting armor here with the exoskeleton, which does increase my movement speed by 30%. So that's nice. All right, so we've got our assemblers. So yeah, we're just going to put one here. It's going to be for... I always forget what the science is. Science and... Oh, we're going to need gear wheels, right? So, boom, like that. And you're going to make gear wheels. You're going to deposit into there. And then you're going to deposit into there. Another power pole. So we're going to load you with iron, the only iron we have. We're going to load you with copper. We have plenty of copper early on. Copper you don't really have any issues with. We need to get a second sapphire starting smelt here because we're just not going to have enough iron plates. We're going to be waiting around for iron like a lot. So just space this apart to where the poles touch. Actually, we can put it a little bit closer. That's fine there. Oh, logistics. Yeah, so we're almost at long inserters. Next, we're going to go into the second tier of refining, the second tier of crusher, essentially. So we can power the crushers with just electrical energy instead of coal power. We've got our, let's see, is this fully set up? It is. We're just waiting on the long inserters. We could use one more mining drill on the iron, so let's build that. Also, I'm going to build some more stone furnaces because we're going to need them. We're just going to need buttloads of them. So actually, let's do this. Let's set up this assembler to make me stone furnaces. We'll consume the stone that this will generate, and then we'll take a chest and we'll just dump you guys into there. We'll limit it to like, I don't know, one stack of stone furnaces. That'll be fine. I have to remember to empty the crushed stone out of these crushers because, again, we don't have the long inserters researched yet. Are you out of fuel? You are. Okay, here's our last mining drill for our copper line. Bam, there we go. Keep getting that iron out and making things with it. What do we want to make? You know what, we need some belts. Let's make a bunch of transport belts. We're also going to need a buttload of inserters as well. I was going to do something with an assembly machine. Oh, I was going to make basic transport belts. That's right. So we'll take one of our assembly machines and we'll just slap it next to this. Actually, let's put it here so we don't have to use another power pole. Okay, and then we'll load you there, load you. So we're going to be making transport belts very slowly. But that's okay. Oh, I was also going to set up, you know what, we already have a crushed stone lab. Let me just throw all that crushed stone in there. We're going to need another one though. So let me just, so I can just put a chest here, load all my crushed stone into it, and then that does that, which will eventually go into, well, not eventually, it'll do it right now. It'll go into a furnace and create stone bricks, which we're going to need for things. There we go. And I'm not even going to limit the stone bricks. Just create stone bricks forever. Oh, we're done with the inserters. So now I can set this inserter to drop here. Set this inserter to drop there. So now we need to do that over here as well. You can shift right click to copy the settings from something and then shift left click to paste it to another one. And if you hover over it and hit R, it'll rotate it. What was I researching this? Okay, what are we going into next? It'd kind of be nice to go into walls and turrets just in case. So I'm going to queue those up just so they're ready. Also military so I can make a machine gun. Again, just in case. I don't think I'm going to be... also inserter drop-offs. I'm not going to be attacked early on, I don't think. But I'd rather have it, not need it, than need it, not have it. You know what I mean? Alright, so we've got stone bricks? No, we've got stone bricks being produced. I do have another research lab as well. Oh, you know what? We need more assemblers. Let's just make all the assemblers we can right now because we're going to need a lot of those later on. Some more daisy chaining going on with the research, although looks like we're not even producing enough. We're not producing fast enough to even supply 2, so I don't know why I built that third one. Another thing I can do is I already have belts, right? So I could unload these plates. It would be kind of ugly the way I set it up, but we could have like a little tiny metal bus going on here, which, you know what, doesn't sound like that bad of an idea actually. I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to set up basic circuit boards. That way we're producing basic circuit boards. And we just need wood and copper for that. And I can load a chest with wood. So I'm going to come over here. This side is going to be wood boards. So I can go like this. Bam, bam, thank you, ma'am. I will just say make me like 2 stacks of circuit boards. All right, what do we want to process? Or what do we want to research, rather? This, then steel, right? Because that's next on our to-do list there. Well, we don't have anything on our to-do list. My mental to-do list, not the add-on to-do list. So we've got some things sort of automated here. So I can now start on my starter bus. So I've got some blueprints for this, which I don't know if I mentioned, but there will be a link to a Google Doc in the description if you want access to any of the blueprints or map seed or any of that, map settings as well. Everything will be in that Google Doc. So yeah, I'm gonna go with tier 1 smelts here. So let's go ahead. Where are we gonna do this? Okay, there we go. So now we've got some tin being produced. So we'll be able to make some second tier of underground belts because we need those for our basic smelt setup. And again, all these blueprints are going to be in the Google Doc in the description. So if you want the blueprints for these starting crushers and things, then they'll all be in there. And I've got some like super advanced ones later on. Like here's our chunk processing. I guess I can show you full chunk processing. This is missing cretinium ore on there, but this is what it looks like. And then yeah, there's a lot of stuff. So all right, so I think I'm just gonna kind of wait for all this stuff to get built. This will be our first little starting bus, and then that'll probably be it for this episode. We'll move on to the next one, maybe. I don't know, we'll see. All right, we back. We've got it nearly all the way set up. We are still missing some crushers and I think that's it. We're just missing crushers essentially. But yeah, so that's how it works. The ore comes in here, gets split to both sides, delivered into the crushers, which gets delivered into the furnaces, and then the furnaces empty onto this belt here. The middle belt is coal for the furnaces. And then the crushed stone from the crushers that deposit across the belt into this. It's important to have it set up this way because the first tier of inserters can't determine what it needs to deliver where, right? And we've got two products coming off these crushers here. We got crushed stone and crushed sapphire. So if I just put them delivering onto the same belt, you could do that. It would look messy, but you could also set up assemblers to pull the crushed stone before it actually made it to the furnaces or whatever, but this is just easier, right? So we've got 3 of these. We've got 2 set up for sapphire because sapphires are iron and we're going to need buttloads of iron, so 2 is definitely better. You could stack these up. You don't have to do it side by side. You can basically just copy this blueprint and then line it up right here. These are designed to be modular, so you can just, obviously plant as many as you need. And then we've got a copper one set up here. We'll probably do a tin one. Actually, yeah, we might do a tin one. We might do a full setup, tin and rubite as well for lead. I'm not sure if I think I need lead for solder is all. But yeah, we might do like a little bit more than I normally do on these little buses here because normally I try to get to chunk processing, which is this, a little bit quicker. I don't know. Normally I just try to get to this right away, but I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, so first day we've got all that set up. We're going to need a lot more electric mining drills. I'm just starved for iron right now. I just don't have enough iron to do all these things. So I just have to let it build up a little bit. And then we'll be good to go. But yeah, we've got our bus, the start of our smelting for our bus started. We've got tin, copper, iron starting smelt set up along with stone processing. Got some basic sort of belt production over here and a little bit of research going on. So not too shabby for our first video here in the series. Power is still fine, although I will be looking to get some steam turbine going. Speaking of, what do I need for the water bore? I just need this, and that's really not too far away. So I'm going to go ahead and start queuing up some of these things. Just so I'm kind of on the track. I'm also researching garden processing, greenhouses, and things. I've already got steel researched, I believe. Yeah, we've already got steel researched, so we just need to... Wait, can I even build the furnace to make steel? Where's furnaces? I can. Okay, so we can make stone chemical furnaces. I don't know why there's 2 of them. I guess just 2 different recipes. So you can turn your stone furnaces into iron pipe. It lets you use... Well, how much does this cost? 5 stone. It's the exact same amount of stone. I guess if you have leftover stone furnaces, you can turn them into stone chemical furnaces. Because the crafting speed is the same on these. So it's just another recipe to make it with different components. All right, that's fine. But yeah, so we can set up a little bit of steel production as well, and that way we can get our wood going. Because we need to get wood manufacturing going before we can do like any other automation, as I was saying. Because everything takes circuit boards. Circuit boards, obviously not that stuff. Circuit boards, those, even the lights, lamps take circuit boards. Our science is going a little bit slow because we've only got 1 assembly machine making it right now, but we can move this over and create 2 of them. We'll do that probably next episode, or maybe even in between episodes, I don't know. But yeah, so pretty good. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time.